So first we are going to digitize the water pipe. So once you switch on the editor, select the water pipe in the create feature option, and we are going to digitize a line along the outside of the neighborhood, and this is our main line out. Because we are going to do a main line in, I'm leaving a little bit of space in between the parcel and the line, and also trying to snap. So my snapping was not on, so I toggle it on, and making sure that the line snaps at a vertex before I end the line. And once the line is done, I'm going to go to the attribute option on the top here and change the line type ID, which I've created the subtype for, as mainline out, and apply. So the mainline out is done. Similarly, we are going to create again the mainline in, and you can see that I'm digitizing the one in between the parcel and the mainline out. So be careful, do not snap into any of the edges. It should be standalone by itself, and make sure you save as you go along, and also snap at the edge, and it just goes across and end in the outside location. Once the digitization is done, change the attribute for the line type ID to mainline in. Now we are going to save all the changes that we have made, and I'm going to quickly change the symbology because we have 4 subtypes of line, and as I'm digitizing, I want to make sure that I'm digitizing the right line, so having different color for each type of line would be useful. So as you go and click on the create icon again, the next 2 types of line are house in and house out. So make sure when you're digitizing the house in, you connect it to the main line in to inside the parcel, and keep on adding that. And just make sure you are connecting it to the main line in and inside the parcel for each parcel. So there are 16 parcels, so you have to create 16 of these for each of the parcel. So now after you save that, the next one is the house line out. And again, this time you have to make sure you connect it to the main line out. And be very careful because sometimes it might not be very obvious which line you're connecting to. So pay attention to the detail and keep on connecting it to the main line out. The size of the line would be a little bit longer just because the main line out in the outside is on the outside. And once that's done, click save and move, and that's it for your line. The next one is the junction. For the junction, it's very important that you remember the subtypes and the snapping is on, because, for example, here is the water main line. And so we have the main line junction and end main line. So this will be end main line. And there are only 2 end main lines for 2 different water main lines. And you can change the attribute right away in the type ID and save. And as you move forward, the second one that I digitize is the mainline junction. And these mainline junction are mostly in 2 of the main lines, in and out, and in the 4 corners. So total 8 of them. I also toggle the auto apply so that I don't have to click on apply all the time, and it will be auto applied. Specifically with the change in the type ID, and just make sure you hit the save button intermittently so that you don't lose any of your digitizing work. Finally, as you can understand, you just have to keep on digitizing based on the type ID. Here, make sure you understand the in meter and out meter and junctions, different types of junctions, such as the out junctions and in junctions. And accordingly, you will digitize. I highly recommend looking at the final map layout that I have given you as an example to see which one I'm inserting as injunction and which one I'm inserting as outjunction if it's not clear from the video demonstration. And because these junction, you're essentially connecting the main line with the house line. And so it's very important that you have the right in and out. Otherwise, you don't want dirty water to get into the clean water pipe, right? Again, look at the layout and accordingly just digitize all these points and change the type ID and save as you go. Now, in this case, we are going to do something new. We are going to download the water distribution and utility network style from the ESRI web page. And this is very common task that a lot of the standard models for utility network does is that they have their own icons and symbology that are already saved in the web page. You just add them as a style in your ArcGIS Pro workspace, and automatically those styles for icons are available to you under your symbology. So you can already see how I added it. Now, if I just go to the project style, so I have to change that where it's going to search the style and just type in like meter, you can see there are new symbology that are available. These are the type of symbology probably the utility companies use to show which one is a service meter, which one is a in meter or out meter. Again, choose whatever makes sense, and I'm not going by the books here. I'm just using simple symbology but different for each of the different types, and also like the point and the line both, and then save it for your map and then create the final map layout.